Welcome back to my YouTube channel, Style with Nina Bentley. Stop with that. It's my dog. If you hear some squeaking, that is my dog, Bentley, playing with some squeak toy. So anyway, this video is going to be about intermittent fasting and how I lost 10 pounds doing intermittent fasting. So if you're interested, stay tuned and make sure you hit that subscribe button. So I just want to go ahead and just start off by sharing my journey. So for me, I have been battling my weight since, I'll say some hormonal changes have happened. I am a woman of a particular age, and I also have 4 children that I've given birth to. And so, you know, since I would say late 30s, I've been kind of having some hormonal issues, and I've noticed that I've been a girl who've never had an issue with weight loss or losing weight. I actually was opposite. It's funny, when I was younger, I used to do things to put weight on, and now I'm having the opposite issue. And so for me, you know, I've tried so many diets, so many things that, you know, would work temporarily, but did not necessarily, it wasn't something that I could fit into my lifestyle. So I ran across intermittent fasting. I will say, for the past 3 years, I work out like a mad woman. I go to the gym probably on a minimum 4 times a week. I do weightlifting. I do cardio, mainly yoga, scratch that, mainly Zumba. But I am, you know, working out is not the issue. It is diet. And a lot of people think that they can just work out and work out and work out and work out, and that the pounds are going to drop off. But if you do not have control over what you put in your mouth, you're not going to lose weight. So I needed something that I knew I could do constantly. That was a lifestyle change. That wasn't some 10-day challenge, whatever, something that I can do for the rest of my life that, you know, was fairly natural. And so for me, it was intermittent fasting. Now, I am no expert on this subject, but I will tell you, for me, intermittent fasting has been a life changer. My husband now does intermittent fasting with me, and my daughter, my oldest daughter, just started intermittent fasting because she saw the physical changes that, you know, I couldn't see, because I look at myself every day, so I don't see the changes that are happening to my body, but she could, and she knows that I'm serious about my health. So I'm very, very happy that she's able to incorporate this into her life, and she's in college. So I made some notes because I didn't want to just be all over the place in this video. And because I'm not an expert, I, you know, don't want to be misleading or anything like that. So what do? There are 4 to 5 popular intermittent fasting techniques, I guess you would call them, or ways of doing it. I don't know what the correct word is, but there's 5 different popular ones. I do what's called the 16-8 lean gains one, and what that does is, so basically for 16 hours I don't eat, and then I eat for 8 hours. Now the 16 hours does include sleeping, so don't get scared, don't get, you know, don't get like, woo. It does include your sleeping. And for me, and that's kind of the more popular one, I would say. That's the one that most people do. For me, it was natural for me to do. I skipped, so a lot of times what you can do to start off is you can skip breakfast, and then, you know, just kind of add hours to your fast. I jumped straight in. That's just the type of girl I am. I don't know if I recommend that for most people, but I am, you know, all or nothing type of person. That's just my personality. So for me, I just made the decision after I did my research, which I recommend you do your own research. But once I did my research, I made the decision, bam, I just did it. Started my journey back in April. And so I didn't want to put this video out until I knew that I was going to do this for a lifestyle. You know, there's a lot of fads and a lot of gimmicks and a lot of documentaries that I'm not even going to get into, that people get on these fads and then it's not sustainable. So I didn't want to do anything that was sustainable, and I didn't want to bring anything to my channel that was not going to be sustainable for me. I started the journey back in April. And in April, I didn't really take a lot of pictures, to be honest, because I just, you know, was trying it out. And so the picture that you see in the thumbnail was not when I first started. And then I was like, oh, I need to take a picture. So I took the picture, and then I let another 3 weeks go by. And then that's the before and after. And you can clearly see that there is a huge change in my body. So going back to my notes, so what do? I do the 16-8 lean gains. There are 4 or 5 popular ones. One is like I said, the lean gain 16-8. The other one is what's called eat stop eat, where you basically, I think you eat for a couple days and you stop, then you eat for a couple days and you stop. Then there's an alternate day, which is self-explanatory. You eat 24 hours, you fast 24 hours, you eat. That's that one. And then there's the 5-2, which you eat normal for 5 days and then you fast for 2 days. And then there is one that's, I would think, the second most popular from, well, that's just my opinion, but a lot of men like to do the warrior diet. And that is fasting for 20 hours and then eating for 4. I honestly do a mixture of the 16-8 and the warrior, just because for me, the longer I have been doing this, it's kind of hard to eat. You really realize that you eat way too much. Your body does not need what you're consuming. So yeah, I do that. So I don't want to, you know, act like I'm an expert, because I am not. This is just my journey with intermittent fasting. I do not do keto. I'm not trying to knock keto, but for me, that's just not something that is sustainable. To remove 100% sugar out of your diet, I just think is excessive for me. Some people do it. They're doing great. Kudos to you. But for me, I'm not trying to do that. And to go through all of that, you know, getting your body into ketosis, and then, you know, you eat one thing and you're out of ketosis, and it may have taken you 3 weeks to get back into ketosis. I don't want to play that game. But like I said, for me, intermittent fasting works. I don't do keto. I do, however, believe that you should restrict your carbs. So what do I mean? I don't go, and when I say carbs, I mean bad carbs, like breads, cookies, all the stuff that I actually absolutely love. Restrict those. So because the more carbs are in your system, the harder it is for you to switch off. Because what you're doing with intermittent fasting, I hope I'm making sense, but what you're doing with intermittent fasting is you're tricking your body to use your fat as energy. And so if you have too much, what is the word? If you have too much sugar and carbs in your system, it makes it harder for your body to switch over into that fat burning state. So, you know, I do restrict. I'm a junk food person, I ain't gonna lie. So I'm a sweet tooth girl, that's just me. So when I say restrict, I'm talking about I was a girl who ate sweets all day, every day. Now, you know, I restrict it to, you know, 1 day, 2 day, you know, 1 time a day versus eating it all throughout the day. So that's what I mean by restricting. You kind of, once you start intermittent fasting, you start to learn your body. And what tends to happen is you do really good, and then you have a craving, and then you eat something, and then you immediately can feel, your body will tell you, I don't like that. So what I've done is I've listened to that. When my body tells me I don't like it, then it doesn't like it. I'm not going to just keep doing it. So, you know, that's kind of what I mean by restricting your calories and your carbs. You'll learn how to do that. So for me, what I noticed, I'm going to just stay on task. What I have noticed with doing intermittent fasting for me is I stopped the late night snacking because I do 16/8. So my window tends to be between 12 to 8 or 1 to 9 or 2 to 10. Those are the way I do it. I don't never really go to 10 o'clock, I'm gonna be honest with you. But like today is Zumba, so I won't start eating until 2 o'clock because I know my Zumba class is at 8. And when I get back home at 9, I'm gonna want to, like 9:15ish, because right up the street, I'm gonna want to eat my last meal. So that's why I kind of stretch it like that. So that's just me. And then, so I stopped the late night snacking, and then it regulated my hormones. When you are going through perimenopause or the change or whatever, you know, these hormonal things that are happening to your body, it makes you feel cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. It does. You just kind of feel kind of all over the place. And by doing the intermittent fasting, it regulated that. I'm not going to say that 100% eliminated it because it's hormones. We're females, and this is me talking to the females. Good luck with 100% eliminating hormones. That's the way God made us. So it regulated it a lot, and then it helped me with my insomnia. So when I started back in April, I was battling, when I tell you guys straight, I mean straight insomnia, going days without sleeping. And then that turned into even more of an issue because when you don't sleep, it's just, you know, you really feel like you bat crazy just due to the insomnia. So it, like, when I started, it just wiped that out, which was, I was amazed. I'm like, oh my God, I've been able to sleep. So it stopped the insomnia, or it drastically reduced my insomnia when I started. And then it just helps me, I've already touched this, but it showed me that I was consuming way too much food. Like, I thought that I needed all of this food, and I don't. I mean, what happens now is, one thing I'll say that has been, I don't want to say a con, but one of the struggles that has been for me and even my husband is making sure that we consume enough calories throughout the day. Because we work out and we lift weights, you know, you don't want your body to start eating your muscle. So the only struggle for me has been, which I did not think would be a struggle, has been making sure that I consume a lot of, or get all of my calories in, because I'm not trying to lose weight. So, you know, when I first started out, I was okay with being in a calorie deficit because I was trying to lose a little weight. Now I have just accepted that I'm gonna be, you know, thick, slim, curvy girl, whatever. So I'm not trying to, you know, go back to having my body in my early 20s, because that could be a little unrealistic in my opinion. And that's just a battle that, why? So I'm okay, like I said, with being curvy girl. So I don't want to be in a calorie deficit. I just want to, you know, lose my stomach, which I have to do a whole separate video. Well, you saw the pictures. I mean, that's what I love about intermittent fasting. It is attacking your fat. And the fat around your stomach area or your waist area is one of the hardest fats, if I'm saying this correctly, to get rid of. And it immediately, to me, what I've noticed, attacked that. So my stomach has went down drastically. I mean, just, I'm even smaller. Like I said, I started in April. Been more toned than those two pictures that you've seen in my thumbnail. But like I said, so the struggle has been, like I said, making sure that I consume enough calories so that my body does not do some weird stuff and start eating. I'm trying to build muscle, and then because I'm not eating enough, it is attacking or eating my muscle, because your body is an amazing thing. It's going to do what it needs to do to survive. So yeah, if you have any questions about intermittent fasting that I could answer, you know, leave them down in the description box. I love intermittent fasting. For me, I started in April. If you follow me on social media or even my channel, you know that I traveled a lot in June, July, and even August. And intermittent fasting was something that just was easily incorporated into my travels. Even, you know, being in Europe where the time difference was different. Your body, my body, in my hub, it was just acclimated to the 16/8 intermittent fasting. So that's what I love about it, is that you can incorporate it everywhere. So I can go on vacation, like when we were in Vegas, and I wasn't restricting my sugars the way, you know, I tried to. And I still did not overconsume, because I don't know if your stomach shrinks or whatever the case is, you can't eat that much, and you don't miss it, but it just shows you that you overconsume when it comes to food. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I am going to do a follow-up video. I may do a story time, you guys. If you are interested in my birthday story time, let me know, because listen, it was hilarious. I tried to go down that street and eat real bad, and my body spoke to me. So if you're interested in that, you know, hilarious situation that happened for my birthday, comment down in the description box and I will do a follow-up video. I'm going to do some follow-up videos anyway, just, you know, showing you my fitness journey, my lifestyle journey. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Hope it wasn't all over the place. I just wanted to go ahead and get this out to you guys. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it was quick. And like I said, if you have any questions, leave them down in the description box. Make sure that you are subscribed to my channel so you can see my content, and then also hit that notification bell, and then follow me on Instagram. Everything is at Style with Nina. So I love you guys. Until next time,